Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Big Ten, a team looking to put on a show. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he's going to run it back. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Timeout called by the offense.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm. He takes his steps. And, man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. And oftentimes you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They tried to set up that screen. The problem was, David, they left a big hole in it for the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense. Like, that's a fool you play. That's a trick you play. It gets you to run up field, rush the passer, slip it behind you. The defense did not bite. Great play. Great job stopping them on third down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, They were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gets it out quickly. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The running back has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Third and short now from their own 48.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll try the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Young. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10.
Get set. Razor. Go.
On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
At the 21-yard line. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Ready?
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Cricket.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Okay.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Here we go. Black 24.
Quarterback checking the play.
Pilot.
This is a designed run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with and to try to get his offense some positive yards.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6. Freedom.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. Crosses midfield. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Ready up.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
Let's go.
Try to get it to the edge. Open run, headed to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Easy. Clear.
He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Give to the running back. And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those. You can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab well past the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion.
3:25.
The give to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Wide receiver shows motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
29 Philly.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Easy.
Looking for room at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Shakes off the tackler. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws for the tight end. Makes a grab enough for the first. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical bend.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. An 84-yard drive there. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Oh, how did he make that move? They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Gain of 28.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
To kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
1st and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end into bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's in for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
Offense in a bunch formation.
Here we go.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. Keeps the play going. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, and they get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Running it to the right. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Coming after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Line gets set, 1st down.
29 Philly.
He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Touchdown.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they've got to do a better job containing this QB.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. Touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
It's complete to the left. At the 45 on its way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. These corners backing off a bit. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Williamson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They looked like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback checking off. Just going to keep it after the snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 weak.
The give to the back. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they're in for a touchdown. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Flying down the left side. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he will house it.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball on? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you have got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to make that throw.
He spins that thing down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now improvising. He'll throw it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out, and you're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
2nd down coming up.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And wings it incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's first down from the 11. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Timeout by the offense.
So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Williamson. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick,
And they'll take
Return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ballgame.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
timeout called by the defense.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 39 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go. Go. 8-4.
Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.